Hey guys, I got something big for you. Quick sip off the energy drink. I just came in from working out in the Iron Barn outside. You might even see some perspiration in my beautiful mane. But I wanted to tell you about something I just came across and I wanted to fire this off to you first thing in the morning before I forget because it's important. And so I want to warn you though, if you watch a lot of my videos, a lot of them are lifestyle stuff, me and the kids, talking about streams of income. And I usually go pretty light in the streams of income videos because um, I'm just wanting to interest you in opportunities. I don't want to expose you so much to things that you jump at every shiny penny that drops on the floor. Now, if you do get interested, I have the Income Engine Academy. You can step into there where I have classes and things like that. But this one is going to be a little deep for some of you, but I think it's going to be incredibly helpful. So I wanted to offer this one for free. Just throw it out there, and I hope it helps you. If it does, if you try this stuff, um, tell me in the comments because I want to know. I want to know how much it helped. I want to know that I help people. And also, if this kind of video helps you where I go in depth on some of the tech things, with working towards streams of income, let me know so I can, do more of these. I can do more and just help everybody and help me too, because it has helped me. I want to pass it on to you. So I'm looking at a second screen over here also at the same time while I'm doing this. So if you see me looking off, I'm trying to run this at the same time because I wrote these instructions down so I could tell you what I wanted to get across. As always, the Dr. Dave channel is unedited. You're going to see my bloopers. If I stand up and split my pants, you're going to see that too, unfortunately. And so there we go. All right. So honestly, most people who try to scrape their app store, they lose their setup at request 200. And I'm looking at this. This is some of the things that happened to me. And I was looking at some stats also. They fire off raw HTTP request from a data center IP. The Hammer review pages, and Apple soft blocks them so quietly they don't even notice. I'm sure if you're into this, that's happened to you. You get empty review panels. The same 5 apps keep repeating in the search results. You'll assume the script broke. Well, it didn't. You're getting flagged, and that's what happens. So I want you to watch this video all the way to the end. I'm going to show you a clean App Store scraping setup because I'm trying to figure this stuff out myself. I'm going to show you how to keep your IP and your fingerprint clean so you don't get blocked. I swear I have gotten blocked on so many websites, and some of my big time streams of income websites too. I've gotten blocked and kicked off because of the IP address, and so you want to keep your IP and your fingerprint clean so you don't get blocked. I'll also show you how to grab 2 GB of free proxies so you can start extracting data with way less risk. And I've got this running over here on my other program. Also, quick context: App Store scraping. What it means is it's an accumulator, it's an automated collection of public data. What that means is it's app metadata. I'm getting so tongue tied. I'm just excited to get this out there to you. App metadata. Come on, Dave. Come on. Ratings, reviews, charts, rankings for things like ASO, keyword research, competitor monitoring, review sentiment, analysis, market sizing. So, all right, what you want to do is you stick to the public listings. You want to be aware of Apple's TOS, terms of service. Y'all probably know that. And robots .text or TXT. I am such a noob with this stuff, but I'm figuring it out. If some of y'all know better than me, feel free to correct me. Don't store reviewer usernames without a clear basis under GDPR style rules. And I swear I don't know what GDPR means. I've heard it a million times and I've looked it up, but you got to be careful with it. And don't hammer servers. All right, so pros mention this in passing because pros know. I say that because that popped up on a search I was doing, and I am not a pro. But you could be, hopefully, with some of the stuff I'm teaching you. So here we go. All right, pick your method first. Apple actually gives you a free shortcut, the iTunes Search API. It's public. It returns structured JSON up to 200 apps per call. It includes name, bundle ID, rating, review count, price, screenshots, category. For pure metadata and ASO research, start there. There's also a lookup API if you already have an app ID. And here's where most setups fall apart and where mine have in the past. Reviews and chart rankings load via JavaScript, and the API doesn't give you the full review history. For that, you need real, not not some just piecemeal short-term thing. You need real browser scraping a rendered page. Raw HTTP requests miss the content entirely. All right, so a little real talk here. It's just when you're hitting actual page HTML, Apple watches your IP class, your TLS fingerprint, your behavior. It watches everything, and it's smarter and faster than you. So you have to be careful with this stuff. Data center IPs flag fast on Apple infrastructure. That's where an anti-detect browser earns its keep. An anti-detect browser spoofs your full fingerprint. And this is where it's really helped me. Canvas, WebGL, fonts, audio context, hardware signals, and runs multiple isolated profiles in parallel, each with its own proxy. For App Store scraping, that means you can scrape, say, the US, UK, German, and Japanese stores in parallel, each profile with its own residential IP. And it's very important if you're running stores in different areas or running multiple stores on the same site. I gotta tell you, I've gotten in trouble for that myself, or gotten flagged. Not trouble, just flagged, but it hurts the income. And there's no cross contamination. All right, so let me show you exactly how I set this up. This is where I really have to pay attention to my instructions, that because I have not gotten this memorized to the point where I can do it without reading my instructions. I'll miss a step. All right, so this is how I set it up in Gologin. That's what I recommend. Gologin. Just put it all in one word: Gologin. Gologin. There's an amazing dashboard there that makes it super easy, especially for people like me. All right, so on the left side on your profiles list, click Add Profile at the top right. Name it something useful. Don't stick with the file names that your computer puts on it, because you'll never find it. You'll never be able to search for it. Name it something useful. So for example, on this one, App Store-US-01. So, obviously it's my App Store. It's the US one, and it's the first one. So, I mean, like I said, something useful. Don't touch the time zone. Don't touch the language. Don't touch the fonts. Gologin auto configures everything from the proxy IP. So don't fight it. Let Gologin help you. Let it do the work for you. Scroll to proxy settings. That's important. Paste your residential proxy, host, port, login, password, all that. Hit check proxy. If you get a green, that equals live. And then click run. I mean, that's pretty simple. Like I said, I wrote the instructions down over here, so I remember to tell you word for word. And until I get this thing memorized, I'm a big checklist guy. So go by the checklist. Go back on this video, watch the transcript, do whatever you need to. Pull up the transcript. On the YouTube over here, you can click on there. You can click generate transcript, copy and paste my instructions, and hit Gologin and go for it. Now, the step everyone skips, new tab, go to IPFE. I'm going to spell that for you. IPHEY.com, IPFE.com. You want green across the board. Your IP class clean, your fingerprint consistent, no WebRTC leak. Make sure the time zone matches the IP, the language matches. The reason this matters specifically for App Store scraping is because Apple's anti-bot reads the same signals IPFE checks. So green here equals, you're invisible to those other detection paths. If you get green here, you should be good across the board. All right, and then test small. Don't go all in. Don't go whole hog all at once. Test it small. Search a handful of apps in your target category. And if you get real varied results, that's good. That's a good sign. If you get suspiciously empty review panels, and it's repeating identical apps across the different searches, and stale ratings, that's a soft block. Might need to do something else with that. So stop, slow down, change IP class. Here's a quick real example, and I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget exactly what he did. But an ASO researcher tracking competitor app rankings across 5 markets. They scraped a data center IP with fixed 1-second delays. Get that, fixed 1-second delays. Within an hour, half their region pulls returned identical top apps. So same listings repeating across geos. Robotic pasting and bad IP class on the same setup. Residential IP plus randomized 2 to 5 second delays would have caught it before the data ever lied to them. All right, so here, I'm a big fan of if-then scenarios. I use these with everything. It's a great way to problem solve. So if-then scenarios. All right, so memorize these, or like I said, grab the transcript, write them down until you memorize them. All right, so if you see 429 responses, cut concurrency, add randomized delays, rotate IPs. It's that simple. It really is. If you hit a CAPTCHA wall, I hate those. CAPTCHA. I mean, I understand the reasoning, but I hate those. If you hit a captcha wall, switch from data center to residential and narrow your concurrency. All right, if he shows a web RTC leak or a fingerprint mismatch, regenerate the Gologin profile before scraping. Next one, well, the last one that I've got for you. I mean, you could generate if-thens for this stuff forever, but these are the biggest ones you're going to run into. If responses look empty or ghost-like, the same apps repeating blank review panels, that's a soft block. Change your IP class and slow down. Just slow it down and start again. Take it slow. You'll get it right. You'll get it right. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You've heard that before. All right, so myth busting. The myth is, I wrote a couple of these down for you. I like Mythbusters. That old show. You ever seen that? It's pretty cool. All right, so the myth. The iTunes API gives you everything. Reality, it gives you metadata. Reviews, chart rankings, editorial content all require browser-based scraping. All right, another myth. Data centers. Oh, we all love those, don't we? Data center proxies are fine for App Store. The reality is that Apple's anti-bot flags data center ASNs fast. Residential is the unlock for anything beyond the public API. So stick with that. Next myth, fixed delays make you safe. The reality is robotic pacing, like exactly 2 seconds between every request, is itself a fingerprint. You got to realize that. Random delays mimic humans. And robots are going to just do it random. Random delays mimic humans. I say that again. All right, what changes? If you're doing a one-off market sizing scrape, single category, single country, the iTunes API alone gets you 80% of what you need. No Gologin, no proxies, no drama. Now, if you're running ongoing multi-country rank monitoring, parallel scraping across 5+ stores, you need parallel Gologin profiles. And so use Gologin, use its strengths for what it's built for. One residential IP per region, batch scheduled with staggered start times, so it doesn't look like a fleet of bots starting in unison. That's exactly what it'll look like if you do it wrong. All right, just a little honesty here. A clean setup doesn't guarantee 0 blocks. You'll still get blocks sometimes, but it minimizes them, makes it better, makes it easier for you to make money online. Anyone telling you otherwise, it's a scam. They're trying to sell you something. That's the scam. I mean, they may even be trying to sell you something good, but it's a sales scam, if nothing else, and they'll get you with that. All right, so a quick recap on everything, and I wrote this down too, so I don't forget anything. I wanted to give you everything I went through. API first for metadata. Browser scrapings for reviews and rankings. Residential IPs, 1 per profile. Gologin clean setup. Verify on iffy before every campaign. Random delays, not fixed. You don't want to look like a robot. And watch for ghost results. Hopefully, I've taught you some things and some things that'll really help you. And you can go back, like I said, I've said a couple times now, go back, hit transcript on the YouTube video, and just go back and copy and paste whatever you need. But if you're like me and you're a noob with this stuff, you need some help, you could really use some assistance, I've got a deal for you. And so with Gologin, all right, so if you want to replicate this App Store scraping setup and get 40% off and claim the 2 gigabytes of free proxies, click my link in the description or the pinned comment. And I'll throw that down there for you. But like I said, this is way more technical than I usually get. But when I figure something out like this for myself, I want to pass it on because I know if there's one person like me, meaning me, that needs help with this stuff, that means there are hundreds, thousands, possibly millions of others that are in the exact same boat as me. You've been trying to work, you've been trying to make money online, you've been trying to do the right thing, and you've been flagged and kicked off sites, and they're flagging your IP, and you're having to get weird and go to the library and buy a new computer just to work off the library and to do this one store. And I say all this because I've done it. Get some help. Follow this video, read the transcript, copy it down, do the stuff, and then use Gologin. It helped me a lot because a lot of this I just didn't understand. I don't understand the tech stuff. A lot of the stuff I said, I've been researching, and it's one of those things that I can do now that I've done it several times, but I don't fully understand it. So that's where I let Gologin help me out and fill in that gap between what I don't know and what needs to get done. So I hope this video has helped you. Hope you've enjoyed it. You tuned in for something technical on this one. I did warn you. I did warn you. But if you're trying to run multiple stores in different countries, multiple IP addresses, things like that, just let somebody like go log in. Just help you out with that. I promise. All right. So you know what? I'm going to stop the recording on this thing now, and I'm going to wait and see what y'all have to say in the comments because I'm looking forward to see where you correct me on some things. I'm quite sure there's a lot, and but I want to see some success stories. So y'all be sure to tell me.